What is up, you guys? Anisha Simone here, aka Pink Wings, and I just want to do a reading for you guys today for the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. I just wanted to check in with everybody to see how everyone's feeling. It's a lot going on. It always is when the portal happens. I believe it happens every year from July 28th to August something. I guess till today. But it's a big deal. It's like kind of like a little window that opens between the spirit world and the physical world. So it's really cool. And I always have and I know like spirits on the other side know this because my gift is also I can see spirits. I don't see them all the time, but it's not my strongest gift. But most of the time, I'll start having dreams or like I'll travel in the astral realm, and then I'll go to the spirit world and I'll see like just the other day, like the day before yesterday, I just had I met like a bunch of spirits, like thousands of people who have passed on and waiting to get messages to their loved ones. It's really crazy. Like they're all waiting in line, and I'm just so new to this, so I can't really kind of help them, but I do understand what they're trying to do and what they're trying to accomplish. It's pretty crazy during this portal. It's really cool. It's really important, especially like for people who are psychics and spiritually gifted to ground their energy, because it can be pretty intense. So I am going to be using my again my Starseed Oracle deck. This is going to be catered to mainly starseeds, and I just want to see how the collective is feeling. And these cards are very beautiful. I love them. So I'm sorry for the lighting. I'm really sorry for the lighting. It's hard to, the sun shines directly through my window, so it's hard to get like a good quality video without it kind of like blinding, or without it kind of being too dark in here, and it's already kind of too dark. But so I just want to check in. So we're gonna see how the okay, that looks a little bit better. So we're gonna see how the collective of starseeds is currently feeling. And I did sense that my galactic family was already around me yesterday when I was already like premeditating, and I could already sense that my galactic family was here. And naturally, for anybody, your galactic family would probably be around you because, or your spiritual team, because they're trying to assist you. Make sure you're when you go through your DNA awakenings, that is a smooth transition, and that you're kind of not resisting, because it can be a lot of people feel a lot of physical pain, are drained, but most of the time it's because they're not going with the flow and they're trying to resist the awakening. So it's best, like when I tell people to ground your energy and to go outside, meditate or whatever, ask them to help you. You can call upon your galactic family, spirit guides, or whoever to guide you and assist you with this transition so that it'll be smooth, because it is always a big deal and it's a huge shift. All right, so I'm gonna get one card, and you can get this deck. I got this deck from a store, but I'm pretty sure you can get it offline. It's beautiful. The imagery is very beautiful, and I'll probably read from the book because this is still like a new to me. So I want to see how the collective is currently feeling of starseeds, how the collective starseeds is currently feeling during this transition, the DNA awakening, and then I'm going to do how everyone's feeling, how everyone should be feeling afterwards. Okay. So, and the card we got was Deep Cellular Healing, which makes sense because we are going through a DNA awakening. So that works out perfectly. I don't know if you can see that. Deep Cellular Healing. And it says Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So there's a lot of healing going on. Probably not just with our DNA, but a lot of emotions being released and everything. And if you're not familiar with the Arcturians are the starseeds that help protect the planet. They are all about unconditional love. That is where my starseed origin is from. It's all about unconditional love, and they do help protect the planet, help protect people, and assist people with smooth transitions and everything. I believe they've been around the longest, and they've been, out of all the starseeds, they've been around the longest. I'd have to check that out, but they do help a lot. So I'm going to read the book, and it says, your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. So I'm pretty sure everyone's feeling kind of off, you know. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways. Prioritize your health. And just a couple weeks ago, I was pulling this and I was getting this before I even realized it was Lion Gate's portal. I was getting a lot of things about focusing on my physical health, which I have. So I feel like a lot of people right now are currently either not eating at all, like fasting, or they're eating a lot healthier, you know. So again, it says to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, which I have. You know, I've been really tapping into being more loving and stuff like that, because that is where I get my most power from, when I open my heart. But no, I haven't been recently, but that is where most of my power, my strongest energy would come from, being being an Arcturian, you know. It only makes sense to me. Anyway, so it says you may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. And I am one person who likes to focus on controlling my emotions a lot. Like, I don't let people trigger me and stuff like that, because that means they have control over my emotions. And so it makes sense, like Arcturians are masters of that, of, you know, deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and tranquil heart. So your starseed activation affirmation is, I take back my vitality and energy, and I feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. And a lot of times when I do this, I place this card on my heart, and as I'm meditating, and you can see here in this picture, I'll put this pictures if you can see it. You see the woman, it's kind of blurry, I'm sorry, but you can see the woman there focusing on her heart and everything. You can see her wings and everything, which is really pretty. Let's see what else I can see in this picture. It also looks like, I can't help but notice that it kind of looks like she's by the water. So that might be a message for someone to, you know, continue to stay going by the water, because for someone who sees this video, that is what brings you calmness. And I know that brings me calmness. So it looks like she's surrounded by water. She's doing her meditating and deep breathing, and she's trying to heal. So that is the current collective energy of what we're feeling right now and what we're going through. So I'm going to put that card back, and I'm going to shuffle the deck a little bit, and then we're going to see how we should be feeling after this huge shift is over. Like, after this shift is over, how we should be feeling. So it's very important. Also important to drink a lot of water. That helps too, if you don't drink water. I know me, like, my whole diet just switched overnight. Like, I'm still trying not, like, I used to not eat meat for a little while, but my diet still has drastically changed. Like, I just stopped kind of craving sugar, which was good for me because it was affecting my health drastically. It's very, very hard to quit sugar. All right, Galactic family. So how should the collective of starseeds be feeling after this Lionsgate portal? Oh, okay. We got 2 cards, maybe 3. No, 2 cards. I've never seen this card before, but they're very beautiful. It says, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. So I'm going to talk about that. And Star Brothers. I've never seen this card either. I always like the imagery on here is so beautiful. Definitely getting Egyptian vibes from this picture. Definitely. says Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Wow, these cards are very pretty. So the first card, let's talk about it. It says you're not for everyone. I feel like more people after this deep cellular healing, most people should already be stepping into should be already in their purpose. I feel like you're gonna realize like certain people that you've cut out, certain people that are falling out of your life. It's meant to happen, because they can't come with you on your purpose. You see this person here, she's doing her own thing. She's by herself. She doesn't give a fuck about anything. She's just there on a cliff. To me, she feels free, and your true north reminds me of your north node. So a lot of people say that I'm not too familiar with astrology, but a lot of people, who are into astrology know that when you take a look at your natal chart, that you check your north node, and it can tell you a lot about your purpose, your life purpose. Oh, what you're meant to do. So we're gonna take a look into that card. Let's see. You're not for everyone, and it's probably what it's literally about. You're not for what it's probably literally what it's talking about, saying you're not for everybody. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. So the world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. Yeah. But it's also filled with those who love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. And that is true. You can't make everyone like you. You just can't. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs. Everyone has their own purpose, and it's important to remember that. Not everyone can come with you. And if, some people just aren't on your vibration, and you have to realize that you can't force them to do that. It'd make them uncomfortable. It's never going to work. Everybody grows at their own time, and you have to realize that. Let's see what else. You're not for them and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a secret gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Be true to yourself. Be authentic. That's how you attract authentic people, to you. Pulling this card means you're being called to embrace your uniqueness and to let the world see who you truly are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light. Never dim your light for anyone. Always be who you are. I literally just posted a video about that yesterday, so that's crazy. It says to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. So the questions you should be asking, I believe, are like, how can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much what other people think? And that's you should write that down, and that's how you can just kind of how your purpose will kind of be more revealed to you. You need to realize, how aren't you embracing your weirdness? It's okay to be weird. Like, come to the other side. So yeah, so let's talk about this other card, Star Brothers. Horus energy. I'm not too familiar with Egypt, but I always find myself pulling Egyptian cards. And I see this card is by water. Very important. Birds could be significant. Star Brothers. So let's take a look at it. I'm very interested in this one because I've never seen this card. And I always feel like I see a new card. Protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Okay, so it says you're more protected than you could imagine. It's safe to open back up your heart. So kind of like after this, I know a lot of starseeds have gone through it. We have been betrayed over and over and over again. And I feel like after this, we'll be stepping into a new a shift where we can open up our hearts again. We don't have to be so guarded because that time is over. And when we were going through that time, it's kind of preparing us for the future, preparing us to meet new people, to cut people out of our lives so that we can meet the people that we're meant to have in our lives. And we don't have to be so guarded. It says you're being called to being open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life, from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. We've learned that we need to go at life alone, that it's not safe to let our guard down and our heart open. That world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe. Even if you're going through a difficult time, they want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's up and down and learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. Oh my God, this is so for me. This is definitely for me, because literally I posted about this before I did this reading. Obviously, this isn't planned, but I literally posted about the other day how I've been betrayed so much, and I always talk about betrayal because I'm still healing through it, because it's just like people got me so fucked up. But I know that it's meant to happen or whatever. It just kind of sucks that sometimes spirit and like the galactic family puts, we go through all this and then they ask us to, be open and be loving and da da da. It's just so fucking hard. But I understand. I know I'm trying to get a different perspective on it. But I was just talking about the other day how I'm trying to open my heart just a little bit. So it's very crazy that they're talking about that, because I was just saying that. Like, you can go back on my post and see on Facebook that I was saying how I'm just trying to open up my heart just a little bit. I'm very stubborn and I hold grudges and I can be very resentful, or I used to, but I'm trying not to be that way. Yeah, so pretty much it says, how can you open yourself to receiving more support? It's pretty much the question you should be asking yourself. Let me see if they have any other cards. Galactic family, do you have any other cards for the Starseed? Just one for the Starseed Collective that pertains to this reading. Very interesting, because I know my heart has definitely been closed off for some time. But I got like I'm not going to take those cards that fell, but I got, a reality check about myself, and I want to be the person that I used to be when I was younger, very loving and stuff like that, before all the trauma, and that person is still there, but it's very like, I don't trust anybody. I literally don't trust anybody. I have reasons not to, but it doesn't mean that I can, be wary and still have my heart open, because I know my heart being closed doesn't help anything. When my heart's closed, my gifts aren't as strong. And when my heart's closed, I'm not attracting and able to manifest things that I want to manifest. So, all right. Any other cards that you have for the collective galactic family? And let me just say this. If you have any questions about your starseed origin or where you're from at this time, this is the perfect time to do it, because your galactic family is around you at this time, because they are trying to assist you with your DNA awakening, because it can be hard. So if you have any questions right now, and look, this card comes out. Cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. If you have any, and again, it's like, I don't know what the tie is. I'm gonna do my research between Egypt and, I know there is some kind of tie between Egypt and like alien forms, but that's crazy. Okay, so I got two more cards. Like I was saying, if you have any questions, now is the perfect time to meditate and ask for questions from your galactic family, because I know mine doesn't come around too often. They only come around times like this, because other than that, I just have my ancestors and my spirit guides. And like, they only come around if I call upon them. Other than that, they don't really come around too often. So let's read two more cards. I'm not gonna get too into Starkeeper. This card is beautiful. Beautiful it is. All these cards. Cosmic Ancestor says, you're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. So and the question was I asked is like, what else do we need to know? So it's saying you need to know that you are an ancient keeper of the stars, and you're being incarnated on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift to the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point right now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. So that's what I'm saying. Always staying grounded is very important. the more you focus on your own healing, your own heart helps awaken people. So I don't know if everybody knows this, but that when your energy is so powerful as a starseed that when you heal your own self and you focus on your awakening, your energy is literally awakening other people around you. It don't even matter if you know the person, you could just bump into them, and just like that, you're awakening them with your energy. By staying grounded and doing your own work, you don't have to do anything but literally focus on yourself. Just being around people in general uh, um helps awaken people. I know I always find myself when I'm around people that I start awakening their, if they have even a hint of their third eye opening and I'm around them, their gifts start opening. And everyone has, as a starseed, everyone has that capability. No matter what, when you're around people, you will literally start awakening everyone around you. I've noticed people even at work or just in general that I come in contact with who start to awaken things and start to question things about themselves. And I know I had something to do with it because I'm always focusing on my healing and stuff like that. So your energy is contagious. You're a very powerful being. Um, it says you may be called to a different places in the world to anchor this light. Yeah, so sometimes starseeds tend to move around the world because when you find yourself moving around, it's like because your galactic family needs that energy in that certain part of the world. We need you. Like, I'm always trying to leave here, but I always feel like I can't. And I know that, like, when I try to leave, I can't because I know that they're trying to, that my energy is needed here. It's very, very deep and very, very hard energy here where I live. And I know that me being here does help, you know, uh, ground this part of the earth. Um, and anyone, no matter where you are, your energy is helping ground that part of the earth. So it's like, it's no coincidence where you are right now. You are where you're meant to be. The more you remain grounded, the more stable Earth's energy will become because we are connected with the Earth, right? It's a double mission. It's like, as part of a larger collective, it's like bringing a shift in the frequency. That's what our job is to do. And you can also trust that you can be in the world but not of it. We're in this world but we are not of it, and it's important to remember that. And it can be lonely sometimes, but I also realize that you can overcome that too. It's once you start connecting and getting in touch with like your spirit guides and stuff like that, you will realize that you're definitely not alone. And it's actually quite fun, to ask questions and have inner wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that. So you need to acknowledge that you are a star keeper. And like the affirmation is, I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay grounded as much as possible. So that's what that card is about. And then the last card is star bathing, which I'm pretty sure this is about cleansing. Light body crystal grid transmission and activation. And crystal grid says, I believe something has something to do with like the earth, something like that. Like, I want quantum grids or geometric grids inside the earth have something to do with this. It's very deep. I would have to do another video on it, but it's for this card. It says the stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of the earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back up to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally, to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. Because we are here to teach human beings to learn about, teach them how to remember who they are. As we remember who we are, we help them remember who they are. And all that information is stored in the crystalline grid. The crystalline grid is something that is stored inside the earth and the stars. And you can compare the crystalline grid in the earth to our own DNA. And as that crystalline grid shifts and stuff, we do too. So that's why when we raise our vibration, the earth's vibration is also raised. And that's why I say we are one with the earth. So it says, if you pull this card, you're being called to begin working with the stars in the crystalline grid of the earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the earth anchors divine cosmic frequency and onto the planet. See? Yeah, it does. I believe it does. You may be guided to journey particular places on earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. So if you ever feel guided to go somewhere, fucking just do it. Go. You're going there for a reason. And if you are also interested in a practice called star bathing, download a star bathing meditation at www.starseedoracle.me.com. This card arises because you are here to connect with the crystalline grid. Let's see. It can mean that your light body, the energy body, is in its highest form, is being activated. So that's another thing we need to learn. The affirmation for that is, I open myself up to receiving wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the earth inform and heal me. As they do, may it heal may it heal the earth too. So that's very important. So we have, again, all these cards, and it looks like this is how I meditate, honestly. Sometimes I just lay straight down, and it reminds me of, like, this card here reminds me of the core, the center of the earth, where I believe the crystalline grid is also. And you can see this person is in transition, their body's in transition. It's just very important to know that you just need to stay grounded, because most people don't believe that they're doing the work because they're not helping people. But you have to realize, when you're helping yourself, you are helping people. Your energy is literally so vital to this earth. You healing yourself, you taking care of your energy as a star seed is doing the work. You're doing the work. So that's what the galactic family wants to teach. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna, start also remembering more about who they are. I feel like collectively we all should be knowing who we are right now. That's where we're at. Lately I've been guided to learn more about the sun god Ra, which I've never been into. Was it Egypt, learning things about Egyptian gods and stuff like that. But lately my galactic family and everyone has been calling me the Phoenix, so I've been interested about it, because they said I've done so much transforming. I completely did like a 360 on myself, so they've been calling me the Phoenix. So, and I've been doing research about the Phoenix, and then the Phoenix is relative to the sun god Ra, so I've been really reading up on that because it really interests me. So that is pretty much the reading that I have for you guys. I'm sorry it's so long, but it's very informative for anyone that is still new to the starseed journey. Just realize at the end that you are not alone, and that you have people here that are willing to help you, especially me if you have any questions. And I'm more than happy to guide anyone that needs it. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on my group membership page or become a member. I'm going to post a video also on my YouTube just so you have it. And that is really all I have. So yeah, thank you guys. And again, this deck is the Starseed Oracle deck. I got it from my local crystal shop, but you can also get it from Amazon.com or any other website that sells Oracle cards. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys all have a nice day. Remember to do your grounding, remember to do your meditation, and stay strong, Galactic family.